Hello, welcome to this video. We're booking WrestleMania 41, but well in advance. And the way this is going to go is it's going to be like me fantasy booking it in a way, so it's more kind of what I would want to see, but also with a bit of logic, if you know what I mean. So it's not just I want to see. And yeah, so I'm going to do night 1 and then I'm going to do night 2. I've got another few things noted down for bonus matches as well, because I know obviously Triple H only does between 4 or 5 on a pay-per-view, and so I've wrote 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 as bonus matches, just as in actually, but they could potentially just be on the card somewhere. I'm gonna basically just get started. And if you stay tuned and you enjoyed this video, whatever, you can give it a like, and you can also be able to watch my WWE, TNA, and AEW fantasy book, Forbidden Door thing, which will be coming out in a few days as well. But let's get straight into the WrestleMania 41 fantasy card. So what I would kind of do is, because Cena's on his, little tour now at WrestleMania. Obviously, he's going to be retiring soon. I'd say Cena and Theory have a rematch. We could have Cena then win that one. I want to also see Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi. I think as well it could even potentially be for the belt if, they progress, whatever, with Tiffy with Money in the Bank. If she cashes in successfully, etc. I could see that potentially being for a title. I don't know whether it's too early or not, but Bianca and Jade would definitely be interesting to see at WrestleMania. But then, we got to see what happens, because of current, they're still obviously in that tag team division holding the belts, and it's just seeing where that goes and what roads get obviously taken down that way. Then I know we saw Kevin face Cody at Bash in Berlin not so long ago, but I thought, what if Kevin Owens, Gunther, and Ilya? I was originally gonna do just Gunther and Ilya down, but let's say Kevin, Gunther, and Ilya have a match, because then Kevin's more, I can hurt these guys because I'm not it's not Cody, if you know what I mean. So it gives Kevin more of a different angle, a different arc with Gunther and Ilya. But then, could that be too much? Would it just be beneficial to just be Gunther and Ilya? Either way, see what happens. I've also noted down Rock and Roman, because could that be where it happens? Under Bloodline rules. Bloodline rules. You feel me? Could Rock vs Roman happen? Then we'd have obviously the interferences of the likes of Jimmy J, Solo, Jacob Fatu, Tanga, and Tama. All of those could be a major factor. Hell, even the likes of maybe even Cody being respect. I don't know how it would go down, but I don't know. But if Becky's maybe returned by then, I know she had a little thing with Lyra back in NXT, and then obviously on Raw they were talking and friends. But Becky versus Lyra again could be interesting at WrestleMania. I could also potentially see Finn and Damien, if it's obviously not going to be on the Bad Blood card or whatever, and even if it is, I could potentially see it as maybe again down the line. Jay versus Braun, kinda maybe being in there. If Braun has the title or not, I don't know. Could even just be a little rivalry of whatever happens there. I also can't obviously say Alexa could be back, so let's say she is. Maybe kicking off a little feud with the Wyatt Six, and maybe would get Alexa versus Nikki Cross, which would be interesting. I don't know how they play it off, obviously, but Alexa versus Nikki Cross could be an interesting angle that they could pull. Obviously, with Alexa having previous involvement with the Fiend storyline and Bray Wyatt, etc. As I say, how they would pull that off, that would be up to Triple H or whoever's running that match. But I think that could be interesting to bring her back into something like that. And it also gives Nikki Cross something to do, she's a bit out of sorts. And then I could also potentially see the LWO versus the LDF, because I don't think we ever really actually got any payoff or anything from that rivalry at all, did we? Okay, so we've got 5 minutes in, so we've got WrestleMania Night 2, so 41 Night 2, so I could possibly see Punk and Rollins kicking things off. Whether McIntyre's still involved or not, I don't know. Obviously, can't tell. Could it be in the referee position, or could it just be those two in an Extreme Rules match? Could McIntyre be involved? I don't know. There's not much I can really say about that. I don't even know if Punk could even be going for a title at some point, whatever, because I know he has stated he wants to look into that. But I know that feud is definitely unfinished. It's well unfinished, and we are coming to basically the point where Punk's. Well, I know it's wild to think, but they're already advertising for Survivor Series War Games again, which is where Punk had returned last year. So it's nearly been a year. Punk, yes. I could possibly see Punk and Rollins going down then. I know I've just said I don't know where McIntyre kind of fits in, but I don't think they wouldn't have McIntyre on a WrestleMania card. Prove me wrong. But because as I say, I couldn't think of anywhere to fit him, but at the moment, because he's obviously just doing the Punk stuff. But I did originally go, Gunther, could they redo something with Shane, but Sheamus, whatever. But that's overused, so I thought, could they potentially go and down a route of, I don't know, Styles and McIntyre? Because since obviously AJ's done that little couple of matches with Cody, LA Knight, or whatever, he's been out of the picture a little bit again. So I thought, that's just a little filler match that Triple H may think about. Putting those types of people together, McIntyre and AJ Styles. I know as well on the night one I predicted Cena and Theory, but as well on that note, could we potentially see Grayson and Theory night 2? Because I know we had Rock and Roman, etc., and Seth and Cody, and they did another match on night 2. So could we have Grayson versus Theory? I could see that, and even then, I could potentially have some interference with Cena. To be fair, Theory's babyface, Cena could potentially even help Theory and be like, this guy was a knacker last time we faced, but show the respect. And then, because I know they were originally going for the Theory as the next Cena kind of thing, weren't they? So, I don't know, maybe Cena did not. Then, more on the end of bloodline sort of stuff, I could potentially see Solo and Jacob going at it, because especially after NXT last night, I can NXT, last night from when I'm recording this anyway, it was the bloodline, but the Solo wasn't there, and the aura that Jacob, Tama, and obviously Tonga all had, it was insane. It was just so much better than with them having Solo there. The three of them just had so much aura there by themselves, the three of them, rather than Solo just being there. So, yeah, I'm gonna be honest about that. I think Solo maybe does drag the aura down a bit. No, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I hate Solo. Like, I loved Solo back in his NXT days with the NXT North American Championship and that. I was excited for him to even be called up, to be fair. Like, I was already being like, oh, well, he's gonna be the Bloodline story, like, ages ago, but, like, he's lost a lot of aura. Then, and I don't even know if this one's a bit too far-fetched. Could we see Cody and Randy as well? Could that be where that also hits off? Could we even see like Alba Fire and Isla Dawn maybe showing up, like some women's tag team division stuff? Unholy Union with like Chelsea and Piper doing something there. I mean, we saw stuff with Chelsea and Roxanne on NXT, and it's not like I haven't brought NXT up to WrestleMania before. Like the NXT titles being fought at WrestleMania, if you remember, with Charlotte. I know that was under Vince, but Roxanne versus Chelsea, I'm just saying. And I mean, Vince is obviously somewhat wherever, because they're doing a documentary. I know it's not under WWE, so, but it is obviously a thing. Well, actually, I might do a video talking about the Vince documentary, to be fair. I might. Because I'm probably gonna watch through the Vince documentary, and then I'll possibly do a video of like, it was, yeah, whatever. Do I potentially see like Charlotte and Nia as well? Because you know, the push to obviously Nia, etc. Potentially even see maybe like Bailey, Charlotte, and Randy Cena and stuff as well. There's quite a lot like that could go down in those WrestleMania kind of matches coming up, to be fair. So I think this is where obviously we call it. Let me know in the comments obviously if you would like me to do another thing like this. As I say, I'm doing the WWE AWTNA one in a little while. I'm probably gonna review the McMahon documentary soon when that's all out. And yeah, check out obviously all my other content and that. I don't just obviously do this type of stuff. I do 2K, I do a bit of everything. It's all on there. On my YouTube, my Instagram, wherever. Yeah, obviously watching the content. But yeah, I think that's everything that I wanted to cover in this one, I think. So appreciate you coming to give it a quick view and just just as I say, some nice constructive criticism in the comments or something. Would you like to see it again? Is there anything I could have improved on? Could have went deeper into anything? Yeah, that's what the comments are for, innit? A bit of constructive criticism and just hoping obviously people can uplift all the content. So yeah, as I say, thank you very much for watching. As I say, don't be afraid to leave a like, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to do that. And you can just, if you wish, leave a comment of some nice constructive criticism or whatever. And appreciate you if you have obviously watched any amount of the content.